Hello everyone, Gara here. In this video I'm going to show you how to make an offensive supporter build with the new masteries. Let's jump right into it. I got here my mastery page open, and as you can see I haven't spent any points yet. First of all, I just make my build here a little quickly, and then I go over the points. As you can see, I will spend 21 points in the spirit tree and 9 points into the damage tree. This is an aggressive support build. I don't spend my additional points into the death tree. If you want to be a little bit more tanky, you can just go for a little bit more life regen and life, but I think this is way stronger because of the cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction is really good as a support hero. In general, I really like cooldown reduction and ability power. You get a little bit more ability power, especially in the early phases, especially when you play Soraka like me. A little bit more harass damage, a little bit more heal, always nice. And your ADC does a little bit more damage when you attack something, when you go for a gank. Okay, I spent 21 points in the spirit tree to get a 5% more movement speed when you're not in combat. You're walking around a lot around the map, warding, and just to be fast back in your lane and faster to gank, faster to support. It's really good to have as much movement speed as possible. That's why you also spent the 3 points in the 1.5% more movement speed. This is how I will build most of the time when I play support. The only thing I will change, or maybe change, is the 2 points in the summoner spell cooldown reduction, and maybe put them into mana regen, because on some, not on all, but on some support heroes I really lack mana, especially in the early phases of the game, and those 2 mana regen help a lot. If you don't spend points in runes for mana regen, this really helps a lot to have enough mana regen to stay long in the lane. Okay, I think the other points are quite obvious. You don't need spell vamp or life leech. 20% more buff duration, you really don't need that either. And yeah, the 6% additional mana, there's only a few heroes, like maybe Sona, you might consider that, but you really don't need that. I think this is a really good overall support oriented build. And yeah, give me your thoughts on this. I think the build itself, it's pretty self-explanatory, and the only points I could really change is the 2 points from the reduced cooldown reduction on summoner spells and into mana regen. Maybe if you need more mana regen in the early phase of the game, just switch those 2 points into mana regen. Yeah, you don't need other skills at all as a support hero. And the reason why I go into the attack tree, why I put my points into the attack tree instead of the death tree, is I think you get way more value out of your points from the attack tree compared to the death tree. Like what you could get, I can show you here really quickly how I would build as a support death oriented supporter. You would go for this, and I would go for this. Like, the only thing you get, you maybe can tank one more hit because of the additional life, but you will, for example, this talent, this is not really good for a supporter because you won't go for a lot of magic resistance and armor anyways. As a supporter, you go more for support items, and you will not have that much magic resistance or armor, so 5% more magic resistance or armor is not that great. To life regen only on a support hero who has no regen or no heal spell, this might be good. I would go for this build when I go for when I play like Trash or Blitzcrank. Yeah. Hookers or Leona. I would go for this build, and on support heroes who really get a big advantage from ability power, I would go for this build. Okay, thanks guys for watching, and see you guys soon.